By the Emperor's light, another warp breach! Purge the heretics for the Emperor! Hello my friends and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So, last time we cut a Chaos Space Marine in half and did a Junkyard Exterminatus on Rykard Minoris. And now, we are going to deal with the fallout. Vox Master Victus. Lord Captain, allow me to report our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator Orselio informs me that we have reached the point where we can translate to real space in the Furibundus system. The Lady Navigator and her pilots are awaiting your permission to begin the process. The Furibundus system is home to Footfall, the only Imperium outpost with a functioning wharf in the Coronis expanse. The tech priests are begging you to have mercy on the machines worn down by the warp and allow the servants of the Omnissiah to inspect and heal the void ship's wounds in the dock. The prayers and rituals will take some time, which our astropathic choir will use to establish a connection with the prime worlds of your protectorate, Darkonis, Janus, and Kiava Gamma. Master Zachary Weiss has recovered an invitation previously adrift in the Immaterium. The Liege of Footfall has humbly requested an audience with the Rogue Trader of the Von Valentius dynasty. According to Master Zachary, the message was tinted with shades of pleading. I quote, "Apparently the Liege is anxious to meet as soon as possible." Well, that's good. We can extort him for a good amount of trade. Footfall, the place where filth and sanctity go hand in hand. Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso will most likely expect a visit from me. I imagine he will be interested in talking to you as well, Lameticus. I will be leaving your void ship when we arrive on Footfall, Lameticus. Once that is done, consider the Lord Inquisitor's task complete. Your Lordship, young Yvain Winterscale, has asked me to convey his gratitude for your hospitality and for saving him from certain death. Not wishing to outstay his welcome, he plans to disembark at Footfall. Lord Yvain swears he will not forget his debt to you. I hereby inform the Rogue Trader that during a comprehensive system inspection, this unit discovered data clusters within the Captain's cogitator that are concealed from prying eyes by means of a personal cipher and a sacrament of algorithmic authorization. Unit Lameticus von Valentius has been added to the access list and assigned the identifier Keeper 2. The unit can access the data from the Captain's cogitator provided that he possesses the decryption key. You detect a hint of something resembling curiosity in Pascal's mechanical voice. Are you leaving us, Heinrichs? We just picked you up. The arrangement between the Lord Inquisitor and your predecessor was that I be transported to Footfall and no further. I dare not take advantage of your generosity and patience any more than I already have, Lameticus. Well, he's going to tell me no if I go with 2, so I'm just going to tell him I hope we meet again. True servants of the Emperor are always welcome aboard my ship. An interrogator of the Inquisition seldom gets to hear such words. Thank you for your hospitality, Lameticus. I will not forget it. Argenta, who is this Reverend Hieronymus who wants to talk to me? He is the head of the Darusian mission on Footfall, and one of the most prominent clergymen in the sector. Paying him a visit is a good thing for any loyal servant of the Emperor to do. I assisted his mission before I joined Lady Theodora on her voyage. I need his blessing to accompany the new Rogue Trader of the Von Valentius dynasty. If you wish to have me aboard your void ship, which we very much do, I request that we meet with Reverend Hieronymus. The shed blood has washed away the taint from our bodies. It is only right that we now wash our souls with the blessings of the servant of the Undying One. The Drutians, like the blood-spun web, are devoted to asceticism, rejecting wealth and luxury and surrendering themselves to his service. Though their thread is different from ours, the first spinner spoke of them with respect. Ooh, good to know. Yeah, I think all of these are questions, so we should be safe. Vigdis, tell me about the system we are arriving in. Furibundus is valuable due to its close proximity to the Maw, the gateway to the Imperium. The system is mostly known for Footfall, the main base for merchants, privateers, and rogue traders traversing the Coronis Expanse. Additionally, the star itself is orbited by an Adeptus Mechanicus station, which is off-limits to outsiders. Altar Templum Calixus Extension 17. I had the honor of tending to this shrine for a few thousand cycles. I suggest you abstain from visiting it, as most tech comrades at the station are engaged in meditative calculations that should not be interrupted. Alright, duly noted. What do I need to know about Footfall? It is the largest port and trading capital of the Coronis Expanse. It has a dockyard that will allow us to inspect and repair the Void Ship, and it boasts its own astropathic choir, the Coronis Expanse Communications Nexus. Not to mention pirate hideouts, smuggler caches, and forts belonging to a dozen gangs, groups, and factions. In the Coronis Expanse, the Imperium relies on this as its outpost. The fringes of humanity's domain rarely resemble its central worlds, but as long as Footfall serves the God Emperor, insofar as it can, it will be considered a citadel of the Imperium, although I have heard that the tithes it sends are underwhelming, to say the least. Due to Footfall's remoteness, it has developed its own rules and customs. Many of the goods that can be procured there would be considered heresy in the heart of the Imperium, enough to warrant summary execution. Moreover, Footfall is the domain of the Rogue Traders, who transcend certain Imperial laws by virtue of the warrant they bear. Footfall is just a brief stop. What next? As soon as we solve the issues plaguing the ship and establish contact with the key worlds of your protectorate, the time will come for your Magnae Accessio, the official ceremony of donning the mantle of the Rogue Trader. It is mostly a formality at this point. You already possess all the privileges granted by the warrant, and yet it is a major milestone in your personal history. The moment your name graces the lists of the heads of the Von Valentius dynasty. We are all looking forward to that day, Lord Captain. Abelard, do you know anything about the Liege of Footfall? Vladim Tokara is a very peculiar young man. Consider your upcoming conversation a baptism of fire in Footfall's political arena. Such things are not spoken out loud, but Liege Tokara is the appointee of the Casablanca mission, the largest robber baron crime syndicate in the Calixus sector. They specialize in the cold trade. Illegal trade of commodities and artifacts of Xenos origin. Nice. I'm an idiot. The buying and selling of all kinds of Xenos rubbish. Footfall was previously run by a liege who did business on several criminal factions at once, but he suffered an accident. The reins of power were picked up by Vladim Tokara, whose appointment benefits not only the Casablanca, but also their most powerful ally in the Coronis Expanse, Rogue Trader Caligos Winterscale. Vladim is a slippery yet cautious fellow. He does not usually beat around the bush and does not play mind games. Perhaps more importantly, he is no fool. Fools do not rise this high in the Casabalacan hierarchy. Keep all this in mind. You are a rogue trader. You stand above him in status and wield considerable power. Having said that, history has seen cases where the Casabalacan barons cross swords with rogue traders and emerge victorious. Do not forget that and remain vigilant. Yeah, duly noted. The Casabalaca, vile tech thieves. Pascal Fox barks out the last word like a profanity. Why does the Liege want to talk to me so badly? Not you personally. He wishes to meet with the rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. Tokara does not know about Lady Theodora's death, and is simply seeking an audience with the powers that be. My gut is telling me that something must be very wrong on Footfall if our astropath managed to read such strong emotion in such an anodyne message. We have no information, Lord Captain. The broadcast from the Footfall Astropathic Choir was the only missive Master Zachary has received lately. Tell the Lady Navigator I give her leave to make translation from the warp into real space. Vigdis begins issuing instructions. The massive ship appears to change with her every word. The bridge is set in motion as hundreds of people start to prepare for the shift to real space, and measured chanting fills the corridors to safeguard the vessel and its crew. Vigdis turns to you again. One more thing, Lord Captain. No one at the station knows about Lady Theodora's demise, and you inheriting the title. Liege Tokara will be informed. It is required so we can use the dock, and besides, he is expecting a personal audience with the rogue trader. He will not meet with an unknown person of unclear standing. However, there is still the matter of announcing your arrival. You can either arrive on the station with the proper pomp and ceremony, or choose to visit incognito. Tell me in detail how these choices will benefit me. According to Footfall's unwritten laws, rogue traders who enjoy special privileges that exceed even the power of the Liege. However, they may choose not to exercise those privileges in certain situations. Arriving incognito will give you more room for maneuver, while an official visit will allow you to directly intervene in local affairs. I shall explain if you do not mind. As per this unwritten rule, every rogue trader arriving at the station has the right to veto any of the Liege's decisions. But there is a catch. The Coronis Expanse is home to several influential rogue trader dynasties, and Footfall is where their interests intersect. Of course, that does not prevent certain persons, namely Caligos Winterscale, from subtly pulling the strings on Footfall. If you, as a new rogue trader, start your career with an official landing and a parade in your honor, the other dynasties may see this gesture as the newcomer challenging their spheres of influence. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. I do not see that as a bad thing necessarily. Old Man Winterscale may take slight offense. Corda will be put on her guard. But you have just risen to prominence, and most people in the Coronis Expanse have not even heard about Lady Theodora's departure yet. It must be made clear that the banner of Von Valancius soars as high as ever. If I may, I would recommend arriving incognito. You will have plenty of opportunities to savor the sweetness and the burden of power. But right now is the last time you can take refuge in obscurity. This way, your arrival will not draw much attention, and the people will treat you as a person, not the almighty sovereign anointed by the emperor. It could turn some situations to your advantage. I agree. I have decided to tell the Liege I will arrive incognito. It will be done, Lord Captain. Vigdis bows again. With your gracious permission, I will return to my duties. Do I get a second? Yes, I do. And everybody has level ups. Alright, well, my puppies are pawing at the door, being very, very patient. So I will be right back in just a hot second. Alright, sorry about that. Took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but we are back. So, oh yeah. Alright, everybody's got to level up. So now, I got to start making decisions. Let's see. Call the Bold. Deals an additional BS damage? Ballistic skill. Target's armor will be reduced. That's pretty good. Piercing shot. Next attack during this will have 100% over penetration and 10% armor penetration. Target's armor will be reduced by 3 times the difficulty tier against all the bounty hunter's attacks until the end of combat. If the target's armor against this attack is below 20%, the target's dodge will also be reduced. Additional damage of the bounty hunter's attack is increased by +9. I really like piercing shot because I keep trying to shoot people. So I think I'm going to go with that one for me. And then Heinrichs, I want you to be an arch militant because you're using a bunch of different weapons. And then here's the real question. I think I'm going to go with a spell. Stacks versatility, +7 movement points. Next attack, if it hits, will cause the target to make a toughness resistance. Cautious approach. Confident approach. Kick. I would really like to go with kick, but and see if there's anything slightly more useful. Not really worth it for 8 wounds. Psyker Majoris. Purge Soul, we've already gotten that. Light of the Emperor. 4 to 13 wounds, that's not bad. Cost 50 momentum. The weapon in the Psyker's hand is replaced by a sword made of sheer will. Ooh. What are the Psyker Terminus? Hammer of the Emperor. Psyker Majoris. Purge Soul. Or Shield of the Emperor. Until the start of the Psyker's next turn, all allies affected by Word of the Emperor increase their deflection by Wildfire. Next attack this turn will cost 0 AP and will not count toward the attack limit per turn. Ooh. The cost of this ability is reduced by 1 AP for every 4 stacks of versatility. It's actually really good. Knocks the target prone for 1 round. Piercing and rending damage inflicts bleeding and slowed on the target until the end of combat. Energy and all other damage inflicts blinded on the target. Oh. So, I either want to go with Wildfire or Devastating Attack. And then get... Oh, we have plenty of opportunity to get abilities. Wildfire sounds really good. So does this. And so does that. This one's a choice. I think I want to go with Wildfire. But these two are really hard to leave on the wayside. And then what do we want you to do? Let's not go with this. Let's go with something that you really aren't gonna use, because I'd be mostly going for your spells. Dominate. The target must pass a willpower resistance test with a 5 penalty, or on their next turn they will spend all their movement points to move as close as possible. Nope. Either Mind Bond or Psychic Assault. Sensory Deprivation. If it succeeds, the target is merely blinded, or they suffer blindness and a -5 all characteristics. I don't like them moving towards you, so I guess sensory deprivation might be really good. And then I think that's good. I think we'll go with that for you. And then Bounty Hunter makes a free single attack with the selected weapon. This attack always hits, but deals only 36%. After each third enemy killed by Claim the Bounty recovers 1 charge. Kills a target marked as prey, the Bounty Hunter receives +2 AP. That's not bad. But I think I'm going to go with Cole the Bold for you. Alright, Goth Mommy. Which one are we going with? And there's not even a recommended. Next range attack? No. Executioner immediately inflicts bleeding on an ally? No. Until the start of their next turn, the Executioner gains bonuses to the parameters for each creature, enemy or ally, in combat suffering from the following damage over time. Ooh, that's not bad. All enemies suffering from damage over the time effects in a 4-cell radius around the Executioner immediately suffer an extra instance of damage from these effects. They must also pass a resistance check or suffer an additional negative effect. The effect and type of resistance test depend on the initial damage over time effect. I kind of like that one. Next melee attack forces all enemies hit to run away from the executioner in a straight line for up to 3 cells. During this movement, targets do not provoke attack of opportunity and leave a bloody trail on the ground, which remains until the end of combat. Movement through these bloodstained cells costs the executioner 0 MP. I think we're going to go with pain resonance. Alright, and then we want... yeah, combat locust stratagem. For 1 round, the targeted area's bonuses are doubled. All other tactical areas are discharged and cannot be used this turn. We're going to go with that one for now. And then we'll go with one of these ones later, but I like being able to double the affected area. And then... yep, I've been waiting for this for so long. Don't even have to look at the other ones. Well, she has so many. Ooh. Yeah, I might go with that one next. But I've been waiting for Point of Curiosity for a long, long time. Gains deflection against ranged attacks equal to the number of stacks of unyielding beacon on Vanguard. Additionally, the Vanguard becomes immune to push. This is the one we want. Defense stance. Whenever the Vanguard parries an enemy attack, they immediately make an attack of opportunity with minus... yeah, defensive stance. Absolutely. Ooh. There's some really good ones on here. Ooh. Yeah, we're going with defensive stance, though, at least for the first one. Oh, and we get more? Let's see. Is there anything that ups parry? Let me see. No, we already got that one. 10% bonus to dodge is not bad. Yeah, let's go with nimble. He's a nimble, squirrely old man. Alright. We didn't pick up anything that we would want to give anybody. I don't think so. I'll put some of this stuff away off camera so I don't waste anybody's time. Let me just double check the quest log. The Rogue Trader's Cogitator on the bridge. Okay, so I gotta go check in with that one. Don't show completed quest. There we go. So just head over to Footfall. Has something to discuss with the head. Okay. Yep. I think we just look at the map to move along. but I want to check in with everybody before we do
Lord
so.
Captain. Lord Captain.
Alright, buddy. Nothing new with you. So we are just gonna run our happy little ass over to Goth Mommy real fast.
Domin.
Nothing?
May the Undying One shroud your footsteps from the faithless.
Thank you, Goth Mommy. Alright. Now for Adira. I don't think anybody... No, we don't need to hear the future.
Of course.
Pascal? I'm getting the feeling that nobody wants to talk to me. Where's my buddy? You back over here? No? Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a look at this while we're over here. The reflections of the bridge lights are playing on the unlit vid screens of the cogitator. Next to the machine stands a hunched tech priest who bows as you approach, his body nearly folding in half. Lord Captain, the machine spirit of this mechanism slumbers. Should you wish to waken it, use the key of your blood. Who are you and what is your purpose here? My designation is IH-630. The tech priest points his only mechadendrite at the machine beside him. The venerated Ingencia Prime has entrusted this sacred mechanism into my care. It is now my duty to assist in the Rogue Trader's understanding of the hollowed code. What is this blood key I'm supposed to use? I already know, but why not ask? The key you seek is in the dynastic blood that runs in your veins. It is the only way to rouse this cogitator's machine spirit. When you are ready to do so, place your hand into the mouth of the Guardian Servitor on the blessed control panel. Yeah, fair enough. The servitor's powerful jaws close around your hand with a screeching clack. You feel the cold metal pierce your skin and draw blood. The vid screens in front of you flicker restlessly, filling with numerical combinations. The tech priest by the cogitator nods curtly. The sacred mechanism is awake and ready to receive your request, Lord Captain. Pascal has informed me that the system has encrypted data stored inside. I wish to know its contents. Without another word, the tech priest turns to the cogitator. He raises his hands, and a prayer of binary code pours out of his Vox device. The servo motors in the bowels of the machine grow louder, its undulating hum responding to his chant. Numerical combinations run down the screens. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Oh, I'm not reading all that. The machine spirit has discovered numerous critical errors. The data is damaged. The tech priest stops abruptly, and the green glow of his visor narrows, registering an intact segment. The machine spirit has spoken. The worlds of Kiava Gamma and Dargonis hold certain data repositories. The mechanism is ready to provide the Rogue Trader with data keys that can unlock said repositories. What data repositories? That remains hidden. The encrypted data bank belonged to the esteemed Theodora von Valencius. She was the only one who could have known about these repositories. Perhaps the former Ingencia Prime also could have known. Omnissiah accept his code. If I were to propose a hypothesis, it would be most prudent of a figure as eminent as a rogue trader to store her classified data in receptacles most secure. How do I accept these keys? The cogitator's vid screen blinks. The gracious machine spirit is willing to transfer the data keys to the head of the House von Valentius by means of an Elect-2, a hypodermic tattoo augment. If you are ready to accept the keys, place your hand inside the servitor's mouth. Ooh, cool, we get Elect-2s. Deep within the servitor's dark gullet, unseen, burning hot needles pierce your wrist. But the sharp pain only lasts a moment. The Elect-2 that has been planted inside your wrist should be enough to open the repository doors. Awesome. I need to know more about the caches. The tech priest's augmented fingers dart around the control panel. The Omnissiah favors you. The machine spirit is willing to commence this calculation procedure that could restore the lost data. My chances should be... Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's start with Dargonus. Tech use succeeded. The machine hums louder until it lets out a resounding crackle. The sound stops, and an unmoving numerical combination lights up on the screen. The tech priest's synthesized voice sounds almost concerned. The data has been restored, but it is only a single phrase. Litanies of the motive force. That is all the sacred mechanism was able to salvage. Alright, how about Kiava Gamma? Tech use succeeded. The servo motors within the cogitator pick up the pace, their heavy thrum growing louder. The machine clicks abrasively for several minutes until eventually the numerical code appears on the screen. The tech priest turns to you. Blessed are the Omnissiah's deeds. The repository on Kiava Gamma has a security system guarding it. The machine spirit has received a code that will allow you to disable the defenses. Nice. I do have other questions. The tech priest bows. Have the tech priest of the Adeptus Mechanicus been able to discern how the ship was able to start her warp engine? The Enginecia Prime spends hours pursuing the quest for knowledge, in hopes of comprehending the nature of said miracle. May the Omnissiah's grace guide him on his journey. Remind me of who you are? I am IH-630 of the Adeptus Mechanicus, a faithful servant of the Machine God. The venerated Enginecia Prime has entrusted this sacred mechanism into my care, so that I may assist your understanding and comprehension of its hallowed code. Thank you, IH. I will leave you for now. Speaking of the Enginecia Prime, where is he?
To what do I owe this visit?
Doesn't seem like you have anything new to say. Pascal? Buddy? You're usually hanging out over here by Abel. We'll do a quick look around. Just because nobody else had anything to say does not mean Cassia and Argenta don't.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Yeah, well, have something new to
I have
say.
enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Have something new to say if you like talking to me so much.
Greetings.
Thank you for the conversation. Alright, nobody else has anything to say. I may as well go wash off the Exterminatus real fast, since we're actually on our ship for the moment. See if it'll let me do it. Hello? Yeah, there we go. Yes, I would. Gotta get all this rubble off of me after that junkyard Exterminatus that we just did. And I think we still need Adira or Heinrichs to join us. Oh, and Pascal. You know what? Adira's been waiting for so long. Might as well bring her in. Adira takes a draw from her hookah. She playfully blows a few smoke rings as she lounges lazily nearby. This is nice. 5 of my cabins could fit in here. And don't get me started on that rusty nook I call a shower. But I'm pretty sure you didn't call me in here just so I'd die of envy, did you? Why do we have you in such shitty quarters? I know that you're a psyker, but you're still part of my retinue. What are you smoking over there? Just a mix of IO and Obscura. Got a kick to it. Not enough to knock you out, but just enough to help you relax and distract yourself from your worries. Yeah, I want to try. Of course, Lord Captain. Adira gives you a sly grin as she blows a thick cloud of smoke in your direction. I meant pass it. Damn it. Damn it. I couldn't even take the secondhand smoke. Gray serpents of caustic smoke slither into your nostrils until reality becomes a blur. Your thoughts grow slow and sluggish, merging together into a bizarre kaleidoscope of mental imagery. Oh no, it's a bad trip. A colorful blob floats in front of you. It has a large bottle where its belly should be, and moves its tentacles around in a comical manner as it tries to speak. Board cabin? Star crew ignite? No. No, do not ignite. I do not trust any hallucination I have around a psyker. So I'm just gonna... Oh, I do want to try and communicate it with it. Yeah, you know what? If it tries to fight us, we can handle ourselves, but I might as well make myself look like an idiot and make Adira laugh a little bit. The blob can understand you. It laughs in response, and its tentacles tickle the air so energetically that the space around it starts laughing too. After a while, the blob rearranges itself into the shape of Adira. Oh, she is snapping her fingers in front of your face and howling with laughter. Lord Captain! Lord Captain, can you hear me? That was some ride, huh? You just take it easy, it'll pass soon. How are you feeling? Still among the living? A kick is certainly one way of putting it. Wait till the crash gets you. Oh no! Still, you're one tough Nutribar. I've watched seasoned voidsmen struggle to say 2 words after just a couple of drags. But here you are, clear-eyed and talking sense. Yeah, tell me a joke. What's the difference between a warp storm and a dispute at the Adeptus Administratum? At least there's a chance the warp storm might end. Yeah, fair enough. Do you know any more? How many tech priests does it take to change a lumen? 3. 1 to wave a sensor, 1 to pray to the Omnissiah, and the 3rd to servitorize a serf to do all the work for them. Yeah, you know what? You're kinda killing it, Adira. Alright, one final joke. Make it a good one. What do you call an unsanctioned psyker's cabin? An emergency airlock. Oh, that's fucked up, Adira declares smugly. That will be all. You may leave. Adira gets up reluctantly. Have a nice soak, Lord Captain. Alright. Well, that's enough of that. I believe we have washed the heresy away. It is time to get a wiggle on. Now, if my half-rotten Swiss cheese brain of a mind remembers this correctly, I vaguely remember there being a whole conversation with Cassia going through the warp. Yeah, here we go. Oh, don't lie. Master Grandpa. Lord Captain. Ravor's voice over the Vox sounds weary rather than annoyed. I'm getting reports of several ships moving toward us. Judging by the fact that they're not responding to our hails, and the telemetry shows a trail of macro batteries. They're not here for a chin wag, ready to issue orders to prepare for battle at your command. Ooh, this part. Oh, I love the ship combat in this game. Let's fucking go. Where did they come from? Why haven't you noticed them before? The rubbish of Furibundus, and I'm not talking about these wrecks that are about to open fire. I mean the remains of meteorites, gas clouds, and refuse from the shipyard. It all bunches together, and the smaller ships hide behind it to harass ships as they emerge from the warp. Could this be the work of Conrad Voigtveer? The silence over the Vox lasts for several seconds. It's possible he could have hired some scum, or maybe it's just a pirate who saw the state of our ship and decided to push his luck. No, hell no, are we evading combat. On my order, all stations get ready for void combat. I love this part of the game. Come on. Yeah, no, this might actually be my favorite part of this game, the ship combat.
I can see crimson lights in the void.
And Cassia had something to say. You've engaged the enemy in space combat. Battles in space and on the surface of planets work quite differently from one another. Yep. Yeah, no, like I said, this might actually be my favorite part of the game, is let's see, move up a little bit and go ahead and take a shot. Yep, we have an arsenal of weapons. We get to click through it. Shields, damage shields, restarting the shields. Gotcha. No, I absolutely love this. If there's another game that has ship combat like this, I would really, really like to know, because
Let them taste our fury.
I could do this absolutely all day long. Yep, eat shit.
Elbow.
And then, don't think I forgot about you.
Fire at will.
Alright, I can't wait until you get your actual ability because it helps out so fucking much. Let's go here. Yeah. Fuck them up.
Engage the engines.
I nearly got that in a single turn. No, when I'm on my first playthrough of this game, I would actively make evil decisions so I could get more fleet combat in. Oh, where do you think you're going, buddy? Damn it. And I can't flip a bitch any harder. Fly in a straight line, making a full U-turn at the end of its movement. Can only be used during the acceleration phase. I can't remember if I get to move more after that. I may have messed this up. Hopefully we didn't. No, don't you run away from me, you dirty bitch. Damn it. I think he's going to get away from me.
Coordinates set.
I went in there too gung-ho. If I would have just left him alone, he would have came back around to... Oh. Can I get him? No! Damn it. He's gonna get away. Shit. Oh well. I shouldn't have taken those pot shots. I would have gotten more out of that. Damn it. Oh well. Oh well. Like I said, the ship combat is probably my favorite in the entire game. I vaguely remember Cassia taking us through the warp. Yep. Scan away. Maybe it's when we leave Footfall. Lord Captain, the station's airlocks have been sealed from the inside. A Vox recording is stating that the priesthood of the Altar Templum Calixus Extension 17 Sanctuary have no desire to communicate with the Lady and are refusing access to guests on the basis of the Adeptus Mechanicus's privilege of inviolability, granting them sole jurisdiction over their sacred sites. Yeah, fair enough. They don't want me in there, they don't want me in there. Let's go over here. Lord Captain, the flagship Drusus's blessing with a small escort dead ahead. They are requesting a direct Vox channel patching you through. Chartis Captain Austerius Thorfast. That is a hell of a name. The Vox channel clicks, and after a brief pause, a dry, low voice hails you. Greetings, Lord Captain. I am honored to speak with the Rogue Trader of House von Valentius. May your name be known through the ages, Chartis Captain Austerius Thorfast, bearer of the free charter of the merchant fleet. How can I be of service? What is your squadron doing out here? We develop supply routes for the Chartists. You see, my ship is a representative of the merchant fleet in this part of the Imperium territory. Yet we do not have a fixed charter-defined trade route. Our mission is to establish business contracts with voidfarers in need of regular ship repairs and those who are interested in specialized goods. From where do you source your components that you sell? Are they local? Are you asking me to disclose our suppliers to you? Thorfast laughs airily. Well, frankly, they come from both everywhere and nowhere. We get our wares either from lucky voidsmen who stumble upon an abandoned or dilapidated ship somewhere in a neighboring system, or from unlucky ones whose sorry tub arrives on Footfall in such a state that it's easier to take her apart rather than to restore her. Yeah, I would like to know more about the merchant fleet's operation in the Coronis Expanse. For the most part, all of the Expanse has its fleets of different organizations and small flotillas of merchant ships. Uninterrupted communication between worlds is a matter of life and death for many outposts of humanity. So even in this dark corner of the Imperium, there are Chartists and ships assigned to the various Adeptus. Alas, the Expanse has next to no stable trade routes, so the job can be precarious at times. Then again, No one is more intimately familiar with the hardships of local commerce than a rogue trader. Well, let's take a look at what you got, Thorfist. Ooh. I'll take this one and this one, and I will take everything you got, really. Yes, please. And I will see if any of them are actually any good for me. You know what? We do not have anything that you actually want. Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. Oh, well. I will be back. Yeah, let's take a look at this screen. What is this? Okay. Yep, this is slightly better. This is slightly better. Prow battery. Ooh. Yeah. Let's change that out. Long range lance weapon. Yeah, it's the same thing. And then it's the same thing. Okay. Nope, that's fair enough. Alright. Okay, so this can be upgraded. Let's go ahead and upgrade that twice. You know what? We can afford 3 times. We could probably afford more, but I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. About what time is it? Oh, it's getting to be about that time of the hour. Alright, well, on the next episode, we will land on Footfall. But for now, I think we are going to have to call it here for today. Come on, computer. You can do it, potato. I probably could have just gone to the inventory screen from the actual thing. Oh well. I haven't exactly been making the best decisions today. Come on. Come on. Alright. Well, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming along with me. I hope you all have had a wonderful day. And until I see you next time, have fun and stay safe out there.